Tom Corsetti, and I'm here with Nikki B. Croft. What's up, Nick? Are you ready?
What's up? I'm ready, dude.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about the West first.
West first? All right. So let's break this down. Let's start with.
You pick. Who do you want to start with? You're the NBA guy, so you know where NBA.
Well, let's start with the play-in since we got that tonight.
All right.
So we got the Pelicans and the Kings. What are we thinking for that game? No Zion tonight.
I like the Kings. I think the Kings are gonna win.
You think the Kings got it? Okay. I think they're in New Orleans. I think it'll be a closer game than people think, even with Zion out. I think Ingram has a good game, and I think it's a toss-up. But I'm gonna go with Sacramento to come out of it in a tight one.
All right. Now.
So whoever wins that plays the Thunder, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about that potential matchup. So we both got the Kings, right?
Yup. So and I gotta go an opposite. I think the Thunder will beat I think the Kings beat Thunder.
You think the Kings beat the Thunder?
I do.
Wow.
Dude, look.
You have no faith in Oklahoma City, huh?
I do have faith in Oklahoma City, but this is the way I look at it. Sacramento last year was a pretty good team. They lost to the Warriors in the first round. I think it's their second year. And I think Fox is another year grown, and he's in the playoffs, and I think the Kings can get it done.
Okay. I'm going to take the Thunder in 5 games. I have no faith in the Kings winning that series. I think it would have been more competitive if Kevin Huerter and Malik Monk weren't hurt. But those two guys are hurt for Sacramento, and the Thunder have just been so consistent all year. I'm going to have to go with the Thunder. I think people have been doubting them just because how young they are. But
look,
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander he's a monster.
Yeah, they're good. Now, let's go to we can't hide from this any longer. Let's go to
the 2-7.
Let's go to 2-7.
I want to talk about.
This is a series you want to talk about. The series you want to hear from. And I'm not going to say this because I like LeBron just as much as you. Maybe not just as much as you because he's your favorite in the NBA. I like him a lot too. But I think the Lakers beat the Nuggets.
You think so?
Yeah.
How many games you got this series going?
It's going 7.
You think it's going 7? Lakers go on the road and win in Denver?
Yeah, 7? It's not even guaranteed that they're going to win. Nuggets are a good team, but I think they can win. I think this might be the first. I think this. Put it this way, I think this is the Lakers' best chance to beat the Nuggets in the first round. And you may say why? Because you're not deep into the playoffs where maybe say third round in the finals where you're hurt and all. Like LeBron might have fresh legs in the first round.
Yeah. And so
in the third round, go ahead.
Unbiased opinion, I think the Nuggets have a better chance at winning. But I'm definitely not counting out the Lakers, and I don't think this is my fan bias at all. I think if you look at the series last year, they did sweep them, but every single game came to the last 5 minutes. Every single game was close. The Nuggets just happened to win all 4 of them. And I think, like you said, LeBron is way healthier than he was last season. Anthony Davis is playing well. The whole team's playing well. They all played well to end the regular season. So I think to get them in the first round is a good opportunity to kind of sneak up on them and take them down. I agree that I think if the Lakers were to win the series, they would win it in 6 games. But we'll see, because I don't think they can go on the road and beat Denver in a Game 7. I just don't have enough faith in them to do that. But I think if they catch them early, win one out of the 2 games in Denver, Game 1 or Game 2, I think they can get them in 6 if they really lock in for the series. So we'll see what happens.
Look, I always have faith in LeBron to win a Game 7, but Denver's a hard team to beat on the road. You know what I mean?
Denver is a tough team. I think Game 1, they're -7, so the betting odds are very in favor of Denver, but I think that has a lot to do with how they played them in the regular season and them getting swept last year. But I think it's going to be a different story. I think the Lakers are locked in and they're ready to play.
No, we'll see.
So as a Lakers fan, I'm going to pick the Lakers in 6 games, but I can definitely see the series going either way.
Dude, you know how it always goes. It goes Jokic gets double teamed and then he's a very good passer, and then you got Porter and Murray on the wing who just gets wide open shots.
That's what I'm hoping the Lakers don't double team Jokic as much because I think they should allow Jokic to get his 35 points, but you can't let him get 30 points and 14 assists and get all his other players going. So I think they should put AD on Jokic and live with him getting buckets on AD, but they should not allow Jokic to be a passer by sending double teams in the post because that'll just destroy your team.
Dude, Anthony Davis might be able to stop Jokic a little sometimes because they are both.
He didn't last year.
Well, we'll see, but I'm just saying, like, you give Murray wide open shots. Murray's nasty.
Murray's nasty. He had a great series last year in the conference finals. He averaged like 30-something, I think.
I remember the one game where Jokic did nothing, and he was just lighting it up from all angles. Threes.
Yeah, he's a great playoff player.
So that's what was missing. That's what was missing from the Nuggets when the year he went down with his ACL. I said, look, Jokic is the best player on the team, but I said the heart and soul on that team is Murray.
Yeah, I agree. So I think for the Lakers to win, he's gonna have to. You can't have him averaging 30 points along with Jokic. You're gonna have to slow one of them down. And I don't think you have any chance of slowing Jokic down. So your best chance is trying to slow Murray down.
Now let's get to this. Is a series I'm interested in: Dallas versus Clippers. Ooh, we got it.
Dallas and the Clippers. That's the 4-5, right?
Yeah. And I think I'm going with Dallas.
Clippers have home court. Okay, you're going with Dallas. I'm gonna pick Dallas in. I'll say Dallas in 6.
Yeah, I agree with you 6. I think because look, I'm gonna go with this. I think James Harden's a bum. I don't think the same players used to be. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard are good, but I think Luka's a bucket getter. Okay.
Yeah, Luka is great, and he's shown that he's a great playoff performer. And I think this is Luka's best team he's ever had. So with Kyrie, and then he's got Gafford, Lively. He's got a bunch of good role players, and they've been good ever since they got those role players at the deadline. So I think they're coming into the playoffs playing really well, and I think they'll knock off the Clippers. I think the Clippers are a little overrated.
I wouldn't say they're overrated. They got a good team, but I just don't think they're better than Dallas. I think they're a pretty good team, but look, would I be surprised if you told me the Clippers won? No, because I think this is a perfectly even matchup. If you ask me.
Me too.
I don't think any team's running away with this matchup.
No, I agree with that, but I think Harden's going to take a step back. You see Russell Westbrook struggle in the playoffs at times. You've seen Paul George struggle in the playoffs at times.
And we definitely see James Harden struggle in the playoffs at times.
Yeah, and you don't know about Kawhi Leonard's health, but I think he's been out for the last couple of games, so you don't know how he's doing. And you never know. Kawhi has a long history with injuries, so we'll see.
No.
But, yeah, I'm going to take the Mavs in 6 games.
Mavs in 6.
Let's talk about. We skipped the 3-6.
Oh, that's right. Timberwolves, right? Kevin Durant.
Timberwolves and Suns.
Okay. Kevin Durant.
I'm interested for that series as well.
I'm gonna go with kids. This is a matchup where I want to see. I think I'm going with Booker and Durant.
You're going with the Suns?
But it's tough because Edwards and Towns are a good duo too.
Yes.
But go ahead, you go first. Then I'll tell you my theory.
I'm going to pick the the Timberwolves in 6 games over the Suns.
You think they end it in Phoenix?
Yes.
Look, the only thing that bothers me and you were talking last year when they got this Bradley Beal trade, right? They don't have a bench.
They don't have a bench, and they don't have a great defense, and they've been terrible in fourth quarters this year. They're the worst fourth quarter team in the NBA. So when the game's close and all the games are going to be close in the playoffs, so when it comes down to clutch time, they haven't been playing very well. And Anthony Edwards has just been ridiculous this year. The whole Timberwolves team has just been great. They haven't been as good as recently, but they just got Karl Anthony Towns back, so I think they're gonna win this series pretty. I think it'll be 6 games, but I think it'll be a dominant 6 games for the Wolves. I think they're gonna win it pretty easily.
So we did all the games in the so I got the Kings, you got the Thunder. We both got the Mavericks. I got the Suns, you got the Timberwolves. And we both got the Lakers.
We both got the Lakers.
Let's keep that there because we're also going to do our who we think's going to the NBA Finals. But we got to go to the Eastern Conference Finals
let's go
first.
to the East.
Then we're going to do our next round for the West.
Yeah.
Who we think?
All right, let's talk.
We got to go in the playing game, but last time I checked, that we can just pick whoever because last time I checked, Heat were winning that game.
I think the Heat. Last time I checked, the Heat were killing them, so I'm going to assume that the Heat win this game and get the 8 seed.
But like we said, it doesn't matter who wins this game because they're just going to get slaughtered by the Celtics.
You know what, Billy? I don't know. Boston has always had trouble with Miami.
I know, but Nick, remember they've always had a killer on the team, and Jimmy Butler.
But is he going to be out the whole series? Is he going to be coming back? I think if he comes back, then they could give. I think the Celtics are going to win, but I think that the Heat could give them some problems and beat them up.
You're right, maybe, but I heard. Didn't you? What you hear of the report? Did you hear anything? I heard multiple weeks.
I didn't hear anything about Jimmy.
I heard he's out for multiple weeks.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I think the Celtics roll them in 4 or 5 games.
Maybe I could see them winning 1 game, maybe Miami, you know what I mean?
I could see them winning 1 game, just scrap it out 1 game and just play super good defense and the crowd's buzzing, but there's no way they're going to win without Jimmy. If they had Jimmy, I think they could get 2 or 3 games.
Because I don't
Maybe
think
not 3.
I think Jimmy's gonna want to leave the Heat soon.
Think so?
He wants. I think he needs another player on that team, buddy.
I agree with that.
I
think Jimmy's a good fit in that culture, but I agree that they need another star player with Jimmy. They can't get it done with just Jimmy carrying them every year in the playoffs, and we saw that last year in the finals.
Tyler Hero's good, right? So he's good. So, but like you.
Yeah, but he's not a. They need another star.
I know, but Hero's not a star. He's like, we'll put him on like maybe a mid-class guy. He's good. He'll give you 20.
Yeah, he's right below all-star tier. He's like a really good player.
He's a really good player. Would you take him on the Lakers or the Sixers? Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm just saying, like, he's just not on Jimmy's level. Jimmy can dribble the ball well. He can shoot. He can play good defense. You know what I mean? There's just so much he can do. Now, he's a better three-point shooter than Jimmy, but Jimmy needs another player. But
yeah, I agree. I would have liked them to get Dame, but he ended up in Milwaukee. I think Dame would have been a good fit on that team, but he ended up in Milwaukee.
Next series we gotta look at is the Cavaliers versus the Magic. Ooh. Now, I'm gonna stick with it. I think Cleveland wins.
You think Cleveland wins? Okay.
Dominant Mitchell. They got that about Voldy. What's the other guard's name? I forget, but they got their
Garland.
Yeah, Garland. Yeah, him. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know all the players like you, but I know some of them.
Yeah.
They got Garland. They got Allen.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time rooting for the Cavs after they intentionally lost the game to try to get seeding, because I think that is the weakest thing you could possibly do. I still think they are gonna beat Orlando, but
Look, I'm not saying I'm voting for the Cavs. I'm just saying I think they're going to win. I think they're
yeah, I
quicker.
agree. I think they're gonna beat the Magic. I think it'll be a close series, though. I think the Cavs win in a. I think the Cavs win in 6 or 7. The Magic have been really good this year. They're a tough defensive team. Paolo Banchero is a great player, so we'll see. But I think it'll go 6 or 7. It'll be a defensive series for sure.
Next series we got. Let's go to the Bucks Pacers. Now, this series I like to break down as I do think the Bucks are going to win, but I think it's going to be. I think this series right now is going to be. It's going to be. I think. Now, if the Pacers won, I wouldn't be shocked. Honestly, Pacers are a good team. They can score the ball. They give the Bucks hard time this year because Bucks defense stinks.
It does.
So would I be shocked if the Pacers won? No, but I think Bucks are going to win. Now, before we get in, is Giannis out for the whole series or is he playing game one?
I'm not sure what the status is on Giannis. I'm pretty sure he will be back at some point. I'm not sure if he's going to play in game one or not, but I'm pretty sure I heard something that he will be back at some point in the series. But I'm actually going to pick Indiana, whether Giannis comes back or not.
Upset?
I'm going to pick Indiana. Yeah. Pacers are a really good team. They play very quick. They are one of the best offensive teams we've ever seen. They just can't play defense. So this is going to be a very offensive series, but I don't think the Bucks can guard the Pacers at all, especially without Giannis. But even with Giannis, I'm going to pick the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton is a dog. They've got a bunch of players around them. Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam. They've got a really good team, so I think the Pacers are going to win this one. I'm going to say in 7 games.
Yeah, I say 7. Now let's go to the next one.
1 and 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to the next one. Knicks, Sixers. I think the Sixers win this series in 7.
I'm going to agree with that, but go ahead.
I think Sixers win in 7, but the other thing that concerns me is I don't think the one thing I want is that how's Joel Embiid going to be for game 1? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's what I was about to say. Just like I said with the Lakers Nuggets series, I could realistically see the series going either way. I think the Sixers' path to win is Embiid dominates, Embiid gets healthy, and he just dominates the series. I think if Embiid is still struggling to get his conditioner, get his legs back, and Jalen Brunson just cooks them every game, I think the Knicks would take the series. But yeah, Joel has to be healthy if the Sixers want to win, because the Knicks are a very good team.
Well, this is going to be a good series, but I'd rather play the Knicks than the Celtics.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would rather play the Knicks, and I'm pretty sure the Sixers are the betting favorite to win this series. So yeah, you would definitely rather play the Knicks than the Celtics.
Look, Sixers won 9 in a row, right?
9 in a row. Yeah, they haven't lost since Embiid came back.
They're hot. So at the end of the day, Knicks should be a little scared. We're hot, okay? So
yeah.
Everyone on the team's hot. So the Knicks know tomorrow they're playing a very hot team.
Yes, and game 1 I think is going to be a very close game. I'm going to say the Knicks take it, game 1, but I'll say the Sixers take game 2 on the road and take home court.
I'll say game 1, game 2, 3, 4 we split in Philly, 5 they take, 6 we take, 7 we take.
Okay.
Well, Who knows? Would I be shocked if we won in 4? No. Would I be shocked if they swept us? No. Because it all depends.
I'd be shocked if they swept us. I wouldn't be shocked if they won the series, though.
I'm just saying, would I be shocked if a team won in 5? No. Would I be shocked if the next beat us in 5? No, because they killed us 3 times this year. But Embiid only played 1 game.
Embiid only played 1 game, but I'm pretty sure they killed us that game.
They did.
Yeah,
But you gotta recall we didn't have Buddy Hield that game either.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that the Knicks just shot the lights out in that game.
They did. Like what are you gonna do? How many times are you gonna shoot the lights out like that?
Yeah, no, there definitely won't be any 40. I don't think there'll be any 40-point wins this series. I think it'll be a very, very close, tough.
And every time we play the Knicks, if I recall, Brunson's scoring 26 a game.
Yeah, Brunson is playing well.
I mean, he's scoring 26 a game, and Maxi's scoring over 26 a game.
Yes. Yeah, so I think, ever since Randall went out, Brunson's been on a heater. I think he's been averaging 30-something a game, so.
He's going to be good.
They're going to have to slow him down.
All right, so I got the Sixers, you got the Sixers. Let's go to the semifinals of our West. You ready?
All right, let's do it.
I got the Kings. Who do you got?
I got the Thunder winning round 1.
Let me see. Kings. So I got Kings versus Mavs, and you got Thunder versus Mavs. You can do your prediction first.
Thunder versus Mavs. This series, I am gonna pick the Mavericks. I think they just have too much size. The one flaw with the Thunder this year that we've seen is they don't have good size. They have Chet Holmgren playing the 5, who is a good defender, but he's very lanky and he's had trouble playing with the bigger, beefier big men in the NBA, and I think the Mavs have those along with a 6'9" point guard, and I just think the Mavs are just going to outwork them and be too physical for the Thunder.
Right.
So yeah, I'm going to pick the Mavs in 6 in that series.
I got the Mavs beating the Kings in 5.
And 5, okay.
And I think they'll go to I think the Mavs got a very good team this year.
Yeah, me too.
I think they go to the Western Conference Finals.
Okay. I would not be surprised if the Mavs made it to the Western Conference Finals either. Well, I'm picking the Mavs to go to the Western Conference Finals too.
Now I got Suns versus Lakers. You got Timberwolves versus Lakers. You can go first.
I think if the Lakers beat the Nuggets, they're going to the finals. So I'm going to pick the Lakers in the series, and I'm going to pick them to win in 6 games. I'll say they win 1 out of the 2 away, and then they win both at home, and then lose, and then win.
What you got? Games. You got them beating the Timberwolves?
I got them beating the Timberwolves in 6 games. Yeah, I think LeBron and AD, especially after beating the Nuggets, will have so much confidence in themselves, and I think they'll just roll over the rest of the West.
All right, I got the I got the Lakers beating the hate to say it, I got the Lakers beating the Suns. Don't hate to say it because I think it's gonna happen. I got that series. I think is going 7.
Okay.
And I think Lakers win Game 7 in Phoenix.
Okay. Yeah, I think if the Suns get out of that...
What are you going to say if the Suns get out of that?
The Suns get out of that, that would be a close series just because you're going to have Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker playing at a high level, especially if they escape the Timberwolves. So I think that would be a good matchup too, but I would pick the Lakers versus the Suns as well.
Now let's go to the East.
All right.
We got Celtics. We both got Cavs, so we both got Celtics. I'm guessing winning that one, right?
Celtics are going to kill them, yeah.
I think they win in. I'll give them 1. I got them winning in 5. What about you?
Yeah, I'll say 5. I think the Cavs can get 1 game if Donovan Mitchell drops 40 or whatever. But, yeah, they have no chance of beating the Celtics.
Next game, we got the Sixers versus. You got Pacers, so you can go first. But I got Sixers versus Bucks. You go first. What do you think that series is gonna pay out if we say it?
Sixers versus Pacers. Let's see. I'm gonna say. I think the Sixers win that pretty easily. I'll say Sixers in 5. I think at that point, Embiid will have his legs back. He'll be healthy, and there's just no one on Indiana that can guard Embiid. They're just not a good defensive team. I also think Maxey will have a great series because they don't have a lot of perimeter defenders either. So I think the Sixers would dominate the Pacers in 5.
All right. I got the Sixers playing the Bucks, and I'll say the Sixers win that series in 6.
In 6, okay.
I just think they're gonna beat the Bucks in 6. I think the Sixers are a better team. Honestly, you look at this for a minute, Nick. You ready? Yeah. Sixers are the 7th seed, right? But if
right.
I know we can't look at that, but if Embiid doesn't get hurt, they are the 2nd seed.
Yes, they're by far the 2nd seed.
Don't you agree with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think. What were the Sixers? 32-8 with Embiid this year or something crazy like that.
So, yeah.
The Sixers probably would have won close to 60 games this year, I think, if Embiid played the whole season. But obviously he didn't, and he needs to get his legs back. But I think if he does, then the Sixers are going to have a deep playoff run.
Now let's go to our finals for the West. I got Lakers, or we both got Lakers versus Mavs. So you can go first. Who do you got?
Again, like I said, I think if the Lakers get past Denver, which is a toss-up for me, but I'm going to pick the Lakers. But if the Lakers get past Denver, they're going to the finals. So I'm going to pick the Lakers in this series. I'm going to say 6 again. I think they go 6 games in all of the series up to the finals. Yeah, I think just LeBron outplays Luka and AD outplays Kyrie. And I just think LeBron has too much playoff experience to lose at that point, especially after knocking off Denver.
If they get past Denver, that's the point. They got to get past Denver, you know?
That's going to be the struggle.
Even though Denver didn't win the number 1 seed, Denver's still the best team in the West.
Yeah, I agree. And I think they were tied for the 1 seed, but OKC had the tiebreaker because they beat them in the season series. But yeah, Denver's by far the best team in the West, but I think Lakers can make it competitive. You can never count out LeBron and AD.
I'm not. I think Lakers can win the series, but if they lost in 4, would I be shocked? No.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Lakers are that good of a team, honestly. They got LeBron, Russell. They got some good shooters, but all-around team, they're average.
Yeah. I wouldn't say they're average. I think they had a very bad. They won the in-season tournament this year, and then right after that, I think they had a period where they went 3-10. So that's what really messed up their record. I think if they didn't have that stretch where they went 3-10, they would have been maybe a 5 or 4 seed in the East, and we'd be having a different conversation right now. But
look, they're not bad. I just think every year since they won the championship, and when they win the championship, 2020.
Last time they won the championship was in 2020 in the bubble. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're good. Anthony Davis and LeBron. They know they can win it. Before the pandemic even happened, those two were dominating.
Yes.
So they can win a championship together again.
I agree.
They just have to play. Because before the pandemic even hit, they had 51 wins or something?
Yeah, they were first in the West. I think they had even more. Well, the season got cut short. So I think they had around 50 wins, but they were on like around a 60 win pace that year if the season didn't get cut short.
Yeah, I know it got cut short, but I remember I was looking at the West. And I remember they had 51 wins.
Yeah,
around maybe
but I
more.
think they only played 72 games.
They might have had more, like you said, but I know they were in 50 territory.
Yeah, they were first in the West that year. So yeah, they were a good team.
Now let's go to.
Wait, did you give your predictions?
Not yet. I'm about to.
Your Mavs and Lakers prediction?
I got Lakers winning in 7.
Okay.
I think they win in Dallas. I just think with LeBron and Anthony Davis, how Anthony Davis gets hurt and LeBron's getting older, and I'm a huge LeBron fan, I think it's going to take everything out of their gas tanks to win a series. And if they do, probably I got all their series, I think, going 7 besides 1.
Okay.
I think I got the Suns with them winning the Suns in 6, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, you said they would beat the Suns. You said the Suns.
I think I said 7, yeah. So.
You said Lakers would beat the Suns in 7, yeah.
So I just feel like I got all their games in 7, so I just feel like.
They would be gassed out by that point.
Not gassed, yeah, but I just feel like if they win a series, they're going to have to do whatever it takes, and each game,
right.
It's going to come down to the wire, and they may not win all the games, so they may. I just think for the Lakers to win every series, not every, but some of them are going to go to 7.
Yeah. I think that's a fair take, but I got LeBron. I got the Lakers going in the finals.
I think they can. Now we got. You got. Well, we both got the Celtics.
Yeah. Finals, right?
Yeah.
Celtics, Sixers.
Who do you got?
This is a tough one. I want to say the Sixers, but
before you say anything, remember, they took them to 6 games last year with a coach that ain't as smart as our coach now. I mean, 7 games. They should have won in 6. So, I think
what? I'm gonna take the Sixers in 7 games. The Celtics always, yes, they had 64 wins this year. Yes, they were dominant.
But they choked.
Yes, they do. They have a history of coming up short. We saw that last year with Miami, which is a series that they absolutely should have won. We saw that back in 2020 again with Miami.
They were trying to make history last year, become the first team to come back from 3-0.
Yeah, and we saw it in 2021 against the Warriors in the finals. I think they should have won that series as well. So they have a history of coming up short in big series. So I think the Celtics could absolutely win. I would not be surprised whatsoever if they did. But I'm gonna say the Sixers win in 7 games. Win Game 7 in Boston.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if the Sixers lost to the Knicks, lost to the Bucks, lost to any of the teams. But before we get there, I think the Sixers are going to beat the Celtics in 7 because this is my take. Sixers haven't beat the Celtics in a playoff series since, 83, right?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Last time they won a championship with Dr. J and although Irving, they're due. So I think they're going to beat the Celtics in 7.
All right.
And it's going to be a good series. And like you said, if Celtics won, would I say am I shocked? I would say, no, I'm not shocked. Celtics were the best team in the NBA for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah, so I think it's a toss-up, but just looking at the Celtics' history of flailing out in the playoffs, I'm gonna ride with the Sixers.
That's why
is there a little bias there? Maybe, but
that's why it's good that the Sixers don't see the Celtics till the 3rd round if they get there.
Oh yeah, I agree because Embiid needs time to get his legs back.
I'm not going to say when we get there because you never know what's going to happen. You don't want to shoot the jinx. I'll say if we get there.
Yes.
I think we'll get there, but Sixers are going to play some tough teams. The Knicks are no joke, man. The Knicks with Brunson and DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Villanova boys are ready to play.
Yeah, dude, that team plays very well together. You know, I want to see them get Mikal Bridges because he was also a Nova guy. I want to see him. I want to see him.
Hey, Nick, you know who should have Mikal Bridges right now?
The Lakers.
No.
The Sixers.
Yes.
They drafted him, didn't they? Yeah.
They traded him.
They traded him. I do remember that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
If Sixers had Mikal Bridges, there's your wing defender who can shoot and score.
Yeah. You know who the Lakers should have, though?
Oh.
Jason Tatum.
Come on.
They
drafted...
Jason Tatum.
Who they draft?
Lonzo Ball.
What's wrong with that, buddy? It's all right.
Dude, Lonzo Ball's probably going to retire soon.
I know. I mean, they should have drafted Tatum.
But he is a good... He was developing well. It's sad that he's been dealing with the injuries that he has. But, yeah.
You know who Sixers drafted in that draft? Mikal Fultz.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They could have took Jason Tatum.
Yeah. They could have had Tatum, too.
Now let's get to our final prediction. You can go first.
All right, so I got Lakers and Sixers in the finals. I'm going to say the Lakers win in... What do I want to say? I'll say 7 games the Lakers win. Who would have home court in that?
Whoever has the better record.
I think they have identical records.
Then who won the season series?
I don't know.
Sixers won in Philly. What happened in LA? LeBron won, so they split, so I don't know.
Yeah, so...
Maybe they go by who's the higher seed. What seed? The Sixers were the 7th seed.
They're both the 7th seed.
Flip a coin. I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know who's having a home court, who's going to have home court, but either way, I'm going to...
What's the Sixers record? What do they have? 47 wins, right?
Sixers were 47-35, Lakers were 47-35.
So I don't know. NBA, if you get to the finals, once you go to your West, that goes out the window. And they go by best record, right?
Yeah, but I think if it's time to go by season series, I would have to look at who won the season series.
Sixers smashed them in Philly, and Lakers barely beat them in LA. But
Lakers versus Sixers season series. Yeah, it's not coming up. I don't know, but either way,
I'm pretty sure they split.
They split, so I think after the season series, what they go by is division standings or something like that.
Yeah, probably they have to.
Yeah. So.
Unless I got Sixers beating the Lakers in 7.
Okay, so we both got to go in 7. We just have.
If Lakers won, I wouldn't be surprised. I think LeBron's the best player of all time, and I think you think that, and I think and I wouldn't be shocked if he won, but I think if Embiid gets healthy, I don't think anyone on the Lakers can stop Joel. Sorry.
Yeah, but you have the Mavs going to the finals, right?
No, Lakers.
I thought you picked the Mavs to win in 7 over the Lakers.
No, I picked the Lakers.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have to go back and listen, but I'm sure I picked the Lakers.
We're going to have to do a replay on that. I thought I remember you saying the Mavs, but, yeah, because you said they were going to be worn out.
No, I said they'll be worn out, but they'll beat them in 7.
Oh, okay. All right, Billy.
No, that's why I said every game's going to go to 7. I said, because I think LeBron is going to get tired, but I still think he'll have enough in the tank to win the series.
Okay. So we both got to go in 7. You got Sixers, I got Lakers.
Dude, I'm not picking the Sixers all this way to lose.
Yeah, and I'm not picking LeBron all this way to lose. If LeBron gets to the finals, he's getting it.
Like, I love LeBron like you do. Not as much as you do, but I like him. But I vote for the Sixers before LeBron. Sixers are my team.
Yeah. And honestly, as much as I would love to see LeBron win his 5th, I wouldn't be mad if the Sixers won. It would be nice to see them finally get over that hump of losing every single year in the second round.
Well, they got Nick Nurse, so I think if Embiid's healthy, I think we can beat every team in the NBA.
Me too, and I think Nick Nurse is the best coach that Embiid's ever had. So,
but Embiid's got to man up. He's got to play basketball, and he's got to stop moking around.
Yeah, I agree. So,
unless if he's really hurt and if he can't put weight on that leg, then what are you gonna do about it? But if he's just because doesn't think he's gonna win like he does when he lost to Jimmy Butler because he was mad because he didn't win MVP. You want to win a championship or you want to win a little MVP trophy? Which one do you want to win? You want to win Finals MVP like Jokic did? Newsflash, Embiid. People are never gonna think you're better than Jokic until you win your first championship. Then I think if you win your first championship, then people will pick you over Jokic.
Yes, sir.
Because you're
send this clip to Embiid to motivate him.
You're better than Jokic, and you're better than him. But if you don't win a championship, it doesn't matter.
I agree. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if he's locked in for this playoff run.
We'll see what happens. All right, Nick. Thanks for joining me on this podcast, buddy.
Right,
I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I think we had a good conversation.
I'm out.
All right, Billy.